Welcome to episode 333 of Cinema Splat. Today's episode, Chronicle. So this movie is about this kid who just so happens to have an expensive camera and takes it with him everywhere with his really attractive cousin named Matt, played by Alex Russell. Don't ask how I know that. Anyway, he basically goes everywhere with his camera. He doesn't really have any friends. He's portrayed as this loner, loser kid in high school who doesn't know exactly where he's going to go with life until he's at a party with his cousin, and then his cousin and this dude, that guy, I forget his name, they go find this mysterious hole in the ground. They go in it, and then they see something in the ground, and they're looking at it, and then they touch it, and then they start feeling all these weird powers. Kind of seems like someone I know. So, what kind of bugged me was that they constantly were switching camera angles, even though in movies like handheld camera movies, it's only one camera per shot. I mean, you could be staring at one person through the camera and you're just like, oh, okay. And then the next you're staring at them at another angle, and it's really confusing because you're just like, how are these cameras all related? And you kind of get annoyed by it, especially at the very end of the movie when both his cousin and he are flying and there are 7 bajillion cameras in the air, and you're just like, I have no words for that. So then there's that moment where you find out that the main character, aka the loner, becomes power crazy, and of course he would be the one to get power crazy and the most one of them all, strongest. And because 1, he's the main character. 2, he's a loner. 3, he has a terrible relationship with his father. I mean, what kind of father just goes, "You open the door when I say so. I'm gonna beat you now. Go take care of your mother, even though I won't." So he would be the one to get all those powers and become power crazy. And I was kind of sad when his friend died in that lightning storm, and then I kind of laughed because I said it would be the black guy to die first. Thanks, Hollywood. And then I was super relieved at the end of the movie when we find out that the main character, who his cousin Matt, just says, "Andrew! Andrew! Andrew!" And then after he finally gets tired of his stupid ass cousin Andrew, he just, and then he dies. Andrew does. So Matt is left on the floor, and right before the police go and get him, boom, he flies. So me, I was like applauding. I was like, yes, you go, Matt. At the end of the movie, he's in Tibet, where his cousin said he would want to go to be just peaceful, and he leaves the camera there, and it's really nice because it says he finally made it to Tibet or wherever, and then he just flies off, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet and sentimental, even though he practically destroyed all of the city. I don't know where it is. It's like New York, LA, or something. Michigan, Chicago? I don't know. So, that pretty much does it for today's episode. Remember to watch Chronicle. The link is in the description box below for the trailer, and it's a really good movie. I would rate this movie 3.5 out of 5 stars. And even though it's only an hour and 16 minutes, it seems like a lot happens in the first hour. Like, you practically forget what happens. So, don't go snooping around touching things you shouldn't be, or you'll end up like me. Me.